Meridian Street, basically where that's US 31, those ramps with 465 on the north side still have some cones that are set aside in the shoulder, but I do not anticipate those actually blocking any lanes now that we're into the work week. So that was a weekend project. Everything does look to be back in business there, so that's some good news for our north side travelers. We're still watching the south side, though. This is Man Road over 465. This is still closed for now. This is set to reopen here within the next hour. Crews had this closed over the weekend as they did some bridge reconstruction, basically just making sure everything was in proper working order as they work to reopen this entire junction here on the south side. So again, over the next hour or so, we do have some construction blocking ramps as well as some lanes. Now, these are the southbound lanes of I-465 at 21st Street. You'll notice we have several travel lanes as well as those on and off ramps off of 465 South that are blocked due to this. Now, this will be ongoing today through Wednesday morning. So for the next couple morning commutes, this could become an issue. This is a little farther south, 465 southbound at 10th Street. Notice that we do have, again, a couple travel lanes here as well as that ramp blocked to get on and off 465 southbound. This is not causing a major issue just yet, but we'll continue to monitor that as we do anticipate some slowdowns over on the west side due to that construction. We'll be right back. And that does mean all of our weekend construction projects have now come to an end before this Monday morning rush hour. Monroe's been closed all weekend long since Friday evening as they were doing some bridge repair work. That just reopened a few moments ago. As you can see, cars utilizing this here. This is the on-ramp from Man Road onto 465 eastbound. But do want to remind you that this is an ongoing construction zone, so that ramp is still blocked from 465 westbound onto Man Road, and that's going to be blocked at least through the end of October. So NDOT recommends you utilize that Kentucky Avenue on and off ramp system until that other ramp reopens. In the meantime, everything is still smooth sailing around this without any major delays or issues out there right now. We know that several lanes are blocked at this point due to this vehicle fire. At this point, perhaps just one vehicle involved. However, a lot of emergency crews kind of arriving on scene, assisting with that situation. So we do know that perhaps one travel lane getting by this right now, but it is going to potentially cause some backups. This is a look at the camera just north of that. So we are going to monitor this to see if we do see a major delay or backup develop around that situation. But in the meantime, we do know that emergency crews are responding to that vehicle fire 465 westbound at Arlington Avenue on the southeast side of town. Guys, vehicle fire. Now, this is on the Interstate 465 where this becomes westbound in between Arlington Avenue and Emerson Avenue. Two travel lanes currently blocked due to this. Looks like we just had a tow truck arrive on scene as well, so that it is creating some stop and go traffic back past this incident. This is actually the camera just north of there, so all of these travel lanes headed toward the issue. We have started to see some brake lights being tapped approaching that incident where we do have some lane closures due to the incident. So a little bit of a backup is starting to develop just past Arlington Avenue. You can see we are in the red along that stretch on the southeast side of town. And as far as the delay goes, right now that is starting to build across the southeast side of town. Most of this has cleared out of the travel lanes, impacting just the shoulder now, but it does look like everyone's trying to merge out of that far right lane, and that is still creating a little bit of a stop and go situation. So this is the southeast side of town, 465, where that becomes westbound in between Arlington Avenue and Emerson Avenue. And because of this, it has been a little bit of a slow go around that situation all the way back past Arlington. In fact, I wanted to show you the camera just north of here, noticing that we are in the red from basically Emerson to Arlington Avenue. That is still creating a little bit of a slowdown and a delay, although this has gotten better within the lanes blocked. 465 westbound, this is in between Arlington Avenue and Emerson Avenue. This has since been moved to the shoulder, but everyone kind of merging out of that far right lane near that incident is creating the stop and go traffic, which is the backup you see building here on 465. So this is basically as you're coming around the southeast side of the city, we are seeing some stop and go traffic leading up to this, and that is creating a little bit of a backup. So we are tracking that delay for you, and as of right now, that has built back up to about 18 minutes with an average speed of just 25 miles per hour. So we'll monitor that on the southeast side. Also over on the west side, we've got some construction going to be impacting your morning rush today and tomorrow. Set to reopen on Wednesday, but this is 465 southbound. This is at 10th Street, but this goes all the way from 21st down to Washington Street. The ramps are closed on and off southbound southbound 465, as well as a couple of travel lanes. Coming off of 465 eastbound onto 65 southbound, so kind of right there near Thompson Road. Left lane is currently blocked, but not seeing much of a backup just yet because of this. So hopefully this will clear soon and not cause a major issue. But 65 southbound, just south of 465. Also want to take you out to the west side. We've got some construction that will be impacting our morning drives between now and Wednesday morning. A couple travel lanes blocked, as well as the off ramps from 465 southbound. This goes all the way from 21st Street down to Washington Street. This has been ongoing for the past several weeks, and this again is only going to impact a couple of days here. But nonetheless, we are seeing some slowdowns along